There is a pattern emerging in the halls of justice right now. And if you look closely, all roads lead to one man holding the scalpel, and that is Warrant Officer Calvin Khorommbi.
Who are they? Sergeant Khorommbi and Sergeant Sithole. Let me write down.
For months, the name of Vusumusi Matlala has dominated headlines, especially after the explosive December 6, 2024 raid that froze his assets. But this afternoon, evening, depending on when you're going to watch this video, a bombshell report in the Sunday Times confirmed a massive escalation. Khorommbi isn't just going after Matlala anymore. He is systematically dismantling the powerful network around him, and right now he has targeted the heavy hitters. We are talking about Ibrahim Kadwa, the prominent head of the Hawks, and Officer Khan. Both are implicated as being deeply connected to Vusumusi Matlala, as per the testimony of Witness C. And right now, toxic high-stakes war over encrypted gadgets has exploded between Kadwa and Khorommbi. Is this the final collapse of the empire? Let's dig into the details.
An issue that was raised by Mr. Patel in relation to the cell phones and certain other electronic equipment that was seized during the course of the searches that were executed over the weekend. Particularly accused number 1 had a laptop and cell phones seized, and I know that accused number 2 also had several devices that were seized. Now, my learned colleague for the state refers to items that were seized during the course of that search and seizure process. Could we perhaps impress upon him, or perhaps with the court's intervention, ask that priority be given to the examination of what needs to be done in respect of the electronic devices, so that those can be returned as a matter of urgency, as especially I know with accused number 1, he conducts his business, banking, etc. from his cell phone and laptop, and those would be essential for him to continue conducting his business. So if we could have some sort of an undertaking from the state that those would be prioritized, and then a time frame at least by which those devices could be returned. And then we have some commitment.
Let's hear from the state on that aspect only, please.
Thank you, Worship. Worship, I have just been informed by the prison officer that they are chosen to give consent to open their gadgets. That means now the state now has to apply for the warrant, the access warrant. So it's going to now go the other route now.
It's going to take time.
Yes, it's going to take time because they didn't give us the consent to access.
The battle lines have shifted from physical property to digital borders. This morning's Sunday Times details an intense, fiery tug of war. Warrant Officer Khorommbi's team has seized Ibrahim Kadwa's electronic gadgets and personal assets during the raids, which have led him to be arrested in early May. But here is the twist that has locked the justice system in a stalemate. Ibrahim Kadwa is flatly refusing to give the police his password to unlock those cell phones. Kadwa's legal argument is aggressive. He's stating that there is no specific warrant that legally compels him to hand over his personal password to the state, fighting it on the ground of privacy and strict legal procedure. But Khorommbi and the SAPS investigators are firing back with a heavy piece of legislation, the Cybercrimes Act. The state's counter-argument is simple. These gadgets are state resources. They are state property. You cannot use privacy laws to lock the state out of its own digital infrastructure during a criminal investigation. Now, why is this unfolding differently from what we've seen earlier, especially last week when there were explosive messages making the rounds of social media, laying bare the inner workings of individuals close to Matlala Commission, especially Khan, Saeed, and many others like Julius Malema and Fani, who is working in the SAPS and is currently on suspension. In those cases, the information was pushed out to the public almost immediately. But with Ibrahim Kadwa, the strategy has changed. They've launched a scorched earth legal counter-attack. They're taking the Matlala Commission, the investigative officer specifically, including Khorommbi, straight to the High Court in an urgent application to protect those files and gadgets. And here is the crucial part. Unlike previous leaks, the Matlala Commission has decided to pause. They have stated they will abide by whatever the High Court decides regarding Kadwa. That is why these specific files haven't been dumped into the public domain yet. It's a calculated legal chess match where everything hinges on this upcoming court ruling. When you step back and look at the timeline, Khorommbi's strategy becomes crystal clear. He is the very officer who executed the 6th December 2024 raid to freeze Matlala's assets. He knows exactly how this network breathes.
Team that is investigating my criminal case.
Can you identify their faces?
Yeah.
Or do you know their names?
Yes, I know their names.
Who are they?
Sergeant Khorommbi and Sergeant Sithole.
Let me write down. It's Sergeant
Khorommbi and Sergeant Sithole.
Khorommbi and Sergeant Sithole.
Yes, and there's also a letter that we sent to the state advocate to tell them to stop coming.
Mr. Matlala, please stop speaking.
To collapse an empire of this scale, you can't just strike the center. You isolate it by cutting off its protectors and facilitators, by going directly after high-ranking figures like the Hawks box, Ibrahim Kadwa and Officer Khan, seizing their assets and demanding their data, and dragging them into the light. Khorommbi is forcing a total shutdown of the network.
Matlala had also, initially on the 6th of December, when we visited his house, he indicated that one of the people that he is, one of the high-ranking officials that he is close to is General Khan.
When your most powerful allies are trapped in the high court just fighting to keep their mobile phones locked, they're no longer protecting you. The outer ring of the Matlala empire are falling one by one. This is no longer just a criminal investigation. It's an all-out war treason inside South Africa's security apparatus. Warrant Officer Khorommbi is refusing to back down, and Ibrahim Kadwa is drawing a hard line at the High Court.
I do not have details of what the team did when they arrived on the scene, other than what is contained in their feedback message. Having regard to the contents of the feedback WhatsApp message, I do not consider this to have been interference, especially given that the team indicated they were there only for 10 minutes.
But I want to hear from you. Is Khorommbi's aggressive sweep the textbook way to permanently crush the Matlala network, or will Kadwa's legal challenge over the Cybercrimes Act create a massive bottleneck for the state? Drop your thought on Kadwa, Officer Khan and Khorommbi in the comments section down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notification bell, and share this video to keep the story trending. You know, guys, some of you have been watching me for months. You have been coming to this channel for months. And the question that I have for you is,
what are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
You must subscribe. Just subscribe. It won't harm you. Nonetheless, I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye.